It was a bit of an evolution, the founding of Nuspire. I had owned a software development company prior, and I was in my early 20s, very early 20s. And at the time, the internet wasn't quite as ubiquitous as it is today, obviously. And so as I watched customers grow and adopt the internet and become a part of the way that they connected their businesses and gathered data, security and monitoring of those networks became a thing that didn't exist before, frankly.
When I hired on 4 years ago, I was talking to the board of directors, and one of the statements I made at that point in time that I want to take Nuspire on that next evolution with the ultimate objective of making it a sustainable cybersecurity company within the industry. We've all seen a lot of technology providers and services providers go the way of the dodo. They are hot for a few years, and next thing you know, you never hear of them again. They get acquired, they get consumed, they go out of business, whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, we knew that we wanted to sustain the test of time.
Nuspire being in this business for 25 years is an interesting phenomenon because 25 years ago, we didn't even call the industry the thing that we call it today. The term cybersecurity didn't even exist back then. 25 years ago, we were just starting to think about security in terms of information security. We were protecting information, data. If you fast forward to today, we're protecting people, infrastructure, healthcare. We're doing things in this space that are relevant to everyday life here in the Western world.
There's sort of a family that has developed with people who have, been with the company since we've been here for 25 years. The thing about the people, though, is that they're passionate. So the folks that we have at Nuspire really care about the customers. They care about Nuspire. They care about the services that we are delivering. We are a service-based industry, and we have the best technology, but you can't have the best technology without also having the best people.
My name is Patrick, and I'm a senior solutions engineer. I've been with Nuspire for 18 years. So I started at Nuspire all those years ago. I was actually a technician on the phone. So I answered phones, did troubleshooting. I moved up through the SOC and NOC and ended up leading and designing our SOC and NOC, the different call centers. I built those.
I'm 20 years into 25 years. So I came in 5 years after it started, but I came in when there was a seismic shift of what the organization was actually doing. Because back then, there was no such thing as cybersecurity. And so I came in when we started doing some stuff with GM. I actually started as an administrative assistant. And my background's teaching, but I went back to school for technology.
So I started Nuspire in 2018. Started in the finance department, helping build out the FP&A function. Stuck around because we were able to see some excellent growth over the time I've been here.
Hi, I'm Michael Wilson, the CTO here at Nuspire. 25 years to me means that we've had a lot of experience to figure out what doesn't work and what works.
Our first big customer was General Motors. I'm going to say it was 2001, 2002. So the company was maybe 3 years old. So it was a big difference. And it was the differentiation that brought us in there, obviously, being that small.
When you think about 25 years, there's a lot of things that you pull out of that. Number one, a lot of people don't realize that when they first came up with the name Nuspire, it was about new inspiration.
What really differentiates Nuspire and the strategy that we take is really building a rapport with our customers, understanding that their business and security objectives, and then actually building a customized solution to meet them where they're at. And it doesn't necessarily mean custom technology or something that's outside of the box, but really working with the way that they need to be supported, how runbooks need to be set up, how we need to meet with them, how we want to interact with them. That's a unique strategy that you don't see with other cybersecurity companies because the way that they try to scale is to try to treat everybody the same.
The conversations that had to be had after that with not only that customer, but across our entire customer base around kind of where the threats were coming from was a challenge that no one really knew how to solve for. And so
helping them do that in a strategic way rather than just, oops, I got to buy something, became a huge challenge just for our clients, but also for us to be able to kind of educate on why we need to think about this strategically, move quickly, but think about it strategically. So post-pandemic, whenever that happened, we're setting ourselves up for success.
So we have a very large manufacturing partner that has lots of locations. They're trying to deploy a new piece of technology that required multiple locations to be able to both support it and secure it. We were able to help assess those locations and make sure that they could, and it's not. We were able to deploy a solution that ensured that they could in record time. One of the things that really sets Nuspire apart is our ability to deploy security solutions at scale.
One of the reasons I got into the cybersecurity industry is because I like to help people and help companies achieve their goals using technology. So cybersecurity, it's always changing, it's always evolving. So it's just a chance to be able to help companies on an ongoing basis.
This may sound like a non-self-serving thing to say, but I predict that in the future at some point, cybersecurity won't be a standalone profession.
We're at a part in that journey where now we are starting to move in a direction that we believe will ultimately change forever the service delivery experience that a client should always have with their managed security services provider, and supercharging it with a technology platform that makes that all possible. How do I improve the engagement model? How do I put a program in your pocket? How do I make sure that any point in time you need help, you can get access to expertise? How do I make sure that when you're ready to buy a particular type of technology, that you can research it, you can price it, you can procure it? The entire vision of being able to bring that together in a supercharged environment where I combine expertise with artificial intelligence and technology to the point, and business context to the point where we can now provide in real time, curated, bespoke, customized insights and recommendations that you can take action on with the touch of a